welcome to Currently Drinking, episode number 3 of
Brutal Battle. So for people who don't remember, because we haven't done many of these, the Currently Drinking is when we're just kind of having a catch-all episode. It's just kind of like, we don't have anything else planned necessarily, no mystery beers or beer mail or anything like that. Although this one kind of is half beer mail. Yeah. It's just kind of, what do we feel like drinking, in essence?
Like
and it's
2 beers we want to drink.
Right.
Or maybe we have had and want to showcase.
Yeah, and it's stuff that has not been on the podcast before. The first beer actually is from a brewery that's been featured a decent amount on the podcast over the years. The second one is from a brewery that we've never had any beer from personally, and definitely not on the podcast. So, yeah. And it's also interesting because one of them is very low ABV. The other one is pretty high ABV.
Yeah.
So,
very different.
And one is very dark and one is very light. So,
okay, get into it.
Okay, so the first one is one we've had before.
Yes.
We have tried this one before, but it definitely
We've had
warrants...
2 cans. This is our 3rd can?
Yeah, I think this is our 3rd can we're having.
We only have 4 of them, right?
Yeah. So this is one that we think warrants being on the podcast because it is very good. Yeah. This is by the Bruery out of Placentia, California, and this is their So Radler Yuzu. It's literally a lager with yuzu fruit in it, and it is 4.5% alcohol, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. This is a beer that we loved when we tried it.
And did you say it's a 16-ounce can?
No, but it is.
Yeah.
Yes. So we've had their So Radler before. I think only one type. I think we just ordered the same one 2 times before. It was their tangerine. Mm-hmm. We did their tangerine 2 different times. There you go. This one might need a little more. Yeah, we did their So Radler tangerine a few times. And when we had the tangerine, we were all about it. It was so good. So then when I saw yuzu pop up, I was like, we are definitely getting a 4-pack of yuzu. Because for people who don't know what yuzu fruit is, it's a Asian fruit that typically is supposed to taste like between a lemon and a orange, somewhere in between there. And they're very tasty. Yuzu is very nice.
You've never had a true yuzu fruit.
I have had snacks literally from Japan that have yuzu in them. So I have had actual yuzu fruit. It is very tasty. But I haven't had it like whole.
The real fruit,
yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks very like yellow-orange.
Yeah.
Mainly yellow. It smells so lagery.
It's very lagery.
It's got that great, like, clean, lager yeasty smell. Very light on the malt.
And it's so, like, citrusy.
Yeah.
Like, I would never be like, oh, this is yuzu.
Like, okay. So if you don't know it's yuzu, you didn't even know what yuzu is, what would you guess the citrus is closest to?
I would say orange.
Yeah, I'd say like a very like low fragrance orange.
Which sometimes oranges are like that.
Yeah, they're kind of not that fragrant, but yeah, it smells like very crisp and light and refreshing. And
like an orange past its prime. There's
a little bit of a honey note in there, that little honey sweetness.
Yeah, definitely.
But it smells awesome. Going in.
Maybe like a little honeysuckle, because I'm getting like some floral characteristics.
Okay. Yeah. Probably from whatever hopping they have in it. It's so light.
It's so light, and so refreshing and so flavorful.
And there's a little bit of the malt grain really coming through at the end, that little bit of like spent malt grain flavor that I know you're a big fan of. That. It's not super strong, but it's definitely there. It gives you a little kick of it at the end.
The taste is more lemon to me.
Yes, I agree with that. The smell's a little more orange. The taste is a little more lemon. But yeah, as is with yuzu, it's kind of like that in-between of lemon orange.
Is there any like flavor text or anything on here?
It's funny you were thinking that, because I was thinking we need to get back to actually reading the flavor text on beers when it's there. Not really. Yes, no.
It just says bright flavors of yuzu.
Okay, well, yeah.
I was interested. I was wondering if they were like going to describe yuzu, since it's not like
not commonly
mainstream.
Known. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a very good, easy sipper, especially for people who like lagers with a little twist to them. So this brings up a question that I want to pose to you. What So Radler, would you like them to put out?
I don't know what they've done.
Well, from off the top of my head, I know they've done orange, yuzu, obviously, tangerine, obviously, they've done blood orange, and they have done lemon.
Okay,
I think that might citrus. Be it. Yeah, like the citrus.
I'd like to see like a raspberry.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was thinking raspberry would be super cool.
Yeah.
That'd be a really good one. I'm trying to think if there's any like more kind of out there, like off the wall, interesting things that they could come up with. Lychee would be kind of interesting.
I like lychee's such a light flavor.
It is. That is true.
Might get lost.
It's a little more on the sweet side too. So I don't know. Hibiscus actually would be a really nice one. Good. Yeah, so Radler hibiscus would be great. Although I guess maybe it's not necessarily a Radler then because it's usually fruit juice. But okay, but this one's awesome.
Yeah,
love it.
Very good. We had it before.
We knew it was good. Still very good. All right. Do you want to introduce the second beer?
So this is the half beer mail episode part because when my sister from Oregon came to visit at Christmas, she brought some beers. This was one of them that we did not enjoy, but she said, keep it and then drink it. So we're like, we'll drink it on pod. So it is by Alesong Blending and Brewing. It is their Island Rhino Suit.
What? Island Rhino Suit. Okay. Interesting.
I think she just called it Island. I don't know if Rhino Suit is like a line.
I was thinking maybe Island was one of their lines, and then it's Rhino Suit is a specific one.
Yeah. I don't really know. But it's in a 500 milliliter bottle. It is 12.2%. It is an imperial milk stout aged in rum barrels with toasted coconut. And they are out of Eugene, Oregon.
So I know the toasted coconut sounds great to you. The rum barrel sounds interesting to me because we don't have a lot of beers rum barrel aged, honestly. I mean, so
the whole thing sounds good.
I'm not going to give us too much since it's higher, and we might want to save it for later. Okay, there we go. There you are. A little bit will go a long way, right?
We'll see. Maybe we want more.
Yeah. Okay.
Whew.
So it doesn't look like it has much carbonation at all. I will say
Yeah, there's like no head to it.
Yeah, no head whatsoever. Swirl it up. It's got lacing on the end, on the sides.
It smells so boozy.
Alcohol-y.
It's so boozy.
And this is a 2023 vintage. Granted, we don't know when it comes out in 2023, so it could be over a year old at this point. Did you say they're out of Eugene?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, out of Eugene, Oregon.
And we've been there.
It does. Yes, we have. It smells. Yeah.
It's so boozy.
It's so boozy. Yeah. And it's okay. I get this with rum barrel aged beers. Sometimes it's got this kind of like pool chemical smell to it.
I could see that.
You know, like almost a little bit chlorine-ish. And rum barrel aging will do that to some beers. Doesn't mean it's going to taste like that.
It smells. I'm getting like the spice from the rum.
Yeah.
Like it's very spicy.
There's definitely that. I do get chocolate. I get a decent chocolatiness.
I think I'm getting the coconut.
I don't know.
Like on the end. Like the end sniff.
I get a bit of a plastic smell in there.
Ooh.
Not strong. Just like this undertone of like a plastic.
It's like burning my nose.
Yeah.
Like it smells like it is higher than 12%.
Yes.
Like it smells like one of the Bruery beers that's like 19%.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
And actually some of the Bruery beers that are 19% don't smell this boozy.
That's true.
Kind of not very flavorful.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on for this one.
This is interesting. It's a little disappointing.
It is very spirit forward. It's very focused on that rum.
It's very rummy.
It's primarily rum, that spiciness you were talking about from the rum, the hotness, like the astringency of the spirit barrel. And then I do get some chocolate after that, but the chocolate is so subdued compared to where it probably should be for a beer like this. Other flavors really need to be able to stand up to the barrel aging, and I don't think that's happened here.
Yeah.
Do you get any coconut?
No, the coconut fell flat. And who's to say coconut. What it would have been like if we had it like in 2023, if the coconut would be more.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping this would be a little easier to drink and a little more coconut.
I don't think it's a bad beer.
No, I don't think it's a bad beer.
I think it's specifically for people who are looking for a lot more of the rum character from a beer. If you're really big into tasting rum in your stout,
you'll like it.
You will enjoy this one because it is very focused on the rum with a little bit of chocolate to it.
Yeah. Agreed.
But for us,
I'm not big into rum.
We want more. We want more of a body to it because that's the other thing. It's pretty
a little thin. Yeah.
Especially for being 12.2%, it's very thin. Yeah, they just need to go heavier on the malts. Get it more chocolatey, probably. Put way more coconut in there. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting that we're having this issue right now because in a very recent episode, I just talked about how so many beers with coconut, you don't perceive it. And that's the episode where we had that crab hammer from Crooked Crab, and they did a really good job getting the coconut in that one. So, yeah.
But that beer also is fresh.
Yeah, and not barrel aged.
Not barrel aged.
Because that's the whole other thing is when you introduce the barrel aging, you have something very strong being the spirit that was aged in that barrel prior that's really going to do things to that beer and can be a bad thing. But the more I sip it, the more I am warming up on it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't love it.
Agreed.
It's just okay.
So I think the winner is the Radler.
This So Radler Yuzu is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Go back to it now, and after having the Alesong beer, the Yuzu's even more vibrant and more lemony.
Yeah, very lemony.
Yeah, it's like very lemon heavy. That's so good. So awesome. I love that. I might buy more, to be honest. I might buy more. It's very good. Also, I want to see, do they still have some other Radlers in stock?
Do you want to buy a different Radler?
Maybe. Maybe a few. Maybe 2 4-packs. Different Radlers. I don't remember what all Radlers they put out. Or if they just put out the Yuzu. I don't remember. I'd have to look. But is there anything written on here? There's something written on here about... I don't want to read all of it. They did a year of aging.
On the Alesong?
On the Alesong in rum barrels from Barbados. A hefty dose of toasted coconut.
Not really.
I mean, I'm guessing it probably just fell out over the year that it's been in the bottle. I mean, that's my best guess, but I don't know. But regardless, good to try it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that it tasted better when it was initially released. I'm sure it did. Because, coconut, that's a tough one. But cool. Not going to do all the things at the end of this. You know it from other episodes. But thanks, everyone, for taking your time to check this out. Until next time.
Keep it brutal.